What's up guys, Drew Shahood here. It's been like a year since I made a YouTube video, but we're back and I'm gonna try and make videos more often. So I thought to get myself back into it, I would make a video literally showing you every single piece of equipment and gear that I have to show you what I use and what I would recommend. And yeah, this is probably going to be a long video. I didn't really think this through properly, so it might be long, but in the description, I'm gonna have like timestamps so you can like go to specific things. But yeah, I'm just gonna show you all the gear that I have in my bed here. Like this. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. All right. This is gonna be a fun time. All right, yeah, that's it. So I'm going to get started with the camera that I'm using right now and everything that I'm using currently, and then we'll get down into the actual gear itself. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I'll use my phone. Okay, so I'm gonna use my phone and we're gonna use footage from the phone and audio from the mic. Here we are. So right now we are using this tripod I got in a kit. I'm gonna try and find a link to it if I can, but if not, then I don't know what I'm gonna do. Hold on, back to the camera. So I'm gonna try and put all the links to all the things I'm using in the description so you can actually get a look at what they are. I should say this. Everything that I have has been built up over the course of 2 years doing this professionally. So I didn't just like, boom, buy all this gear here. So as you're looking at this stuff and you're thinking, man, I wish I had gear like he has, or I have way better gear than he has. It's not about the gear, and I said this in my last video a long time ago, it's not necessarily about the gear you have, it's how you use it, but gear helps. That's a lot of creators on YouTube and stuff like that are like, you can make professional videos on your iPhone. You can't. I'm sure you could, and I support you if you're doing it, but gear helps a lot. That's all I have to say. You don't need a ton of gear, but the proper equipment would make the world of difference. Like this lighting situation right now. Like right now I'm using 3 lights and then also natural light coming in, and that helps light the entire setting. So take that with a grain of salt. Here we go. Okay. Boom. Okay, so we're using this tripod here. The camera that we're using is the Sony a7 III, by far the best camera you can get for videography currently, and today is the 8th. How did I not know that? Today is May 8th, 2020. By far best camera you can get for videography right now, under $3,000. That's a huge component. 1DX Mark II, obviously. But yes, okay. We're using the 24 f1.4 Gmaster Prime lens by Sony. This thing is incredible and by far my favorite lens, hands down. The Nicey Rig, this is a cage. The reason I use a cage is because if you drop your camera, you're pretty much screwed. If you have a cage, it helps it add a little sheath of protection. Also, you can attach things way easier, like a mic and a monitor, and I have a handle back there, and you can just mount stuff like crazy. So that helps a lot as well. The mic we're using is the Rode Video Pro mic, Rode Video Pro Plus. This mic is incredible. It's a shotgun mic. I use it for interviews. I use this more than lav mics actually, believe it or not. This right here, where we're looking at myself, is the Feel World 5.7 inch 4K monitor. This thing is a beast. It's small and it's relatively inexpensive. And that's a huge reason as to why I bought it. Oh, there I am. I can literally see myself. Boom, that's tight. But yeah, so I recommend that as well. I don't know what kind of light this is. So I got an email or a DM from a random person and they had an Amazon thing and they wanted me to review this because I review products on Amazon. It's like a super fun thing for me to do. So yeah, they sent me this completely for free and I just reviewed it. I gave it 5 stars. But yeah, the thing's awesome. It's a halo light. I would set up my normal lights, but I'm kind of experimenting with this to see how it works because it's actually really easy to set up. Okay, that is everything we're using right here, and then the skin on the camera and the lenses that I have is the Alpha Guard skin. It's on Instagram. I did some work with them, so I got some cool skins. But yeah. Okay, we're gonna move over to lights now. This is I hope it looks blue on your screen. I usually desaturate to blues. This is a blue light, but it can also be any kind of light you want. It's got RGB power. You can make it a white light. It's rechargeable and it doesn't have to be plugged in to use it. It's high quality, it's really bright, and we'll use this on like product videos, to like key light some subjects and have a moving, literally in your back pocket light. Like the thing is so small. So I highly recommend this bad boy. I'll link it down there below. It's called the Weelylite. I have 2 of these. They come in a pack of 2. These are Fovitec Lights. I should set it up. I don't want to set it up. All right, cut to me holding it right now. All right, how good is that transition? Okay, so these are my key lights that I use, and filler lights you need to, or backlights you can use for anything. You put them on a tripod, obviously, and you can mount them however high you want. They don't come with soft boxes, but I have soft boxes, and I'll show you these next. They do come with some diffusion. They come with these little plates like this. You slide them, I'm looking at myself in the monitor. Yeah, you slide them up there, and then you can have these as your key lights. I use them for any kind of interview or any kind of, I would use it right now actually, but I'm experimenting with this halo light. See how it looks. But these are the lights I use. I will link them down below. I'm going to show you the softbox. These are the soft boxes that they come with. It actually doesn't come with this, sorry, you have to buy these separately. I think you have to buy each one individually. It wasn't expensive, and it makes a world of difference. Having a plastic diffusion versus having a softbox diffusion is a game changer. I would recommend these lights for anybody that doesn't want to spend like a ton of money on lights, but needs to light their subjects well. These can light a really big area, and they work great for interviews. You have full control over the temperature. It can get like really warm, and it can get like a white light. So I would highly recommend them. They're not too expensive, but they're also not too cheap, which is a big deal in lights too. You want to make sure you have quality light. Okay, moving on into my case. I don't know how I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna move the camera. This is not a smart idea. Oh! Okay, so this is my Condition 1 case. Highly recommend this thing. Me and my partner Lucas actually both use these because of how good they are. Replacing the foam on the inside is only $40, which is not much money when you're thinking about what it is. And you get a massive protective case. All right, so let's open it up. You've got 4 latches right here and 2 on the side. So total 4. You can put locks, which I do whenever I travel on airplanes. I put locks on them. You can put locks in all these little sections. Here's the inside of the case. Like I said, a lot of this stuff is already being used in this video right now, but I'll break it down. I use the, I don't know where the focus is. I use the 16 to 35 Gmaster. This is my second favorite lens by far. This thing gets super wide with no distortion at all, and it's super perfect and sharp all around the edges. And also 35 millimeters is like the best for cinematic millimeter. Highly recommend this lens. Hi! Alright, we have the Tamron, come on, get focus. It's not gonna happen. There it is, the Tamron 28 to 75. Highly recommend this lens as well. These 3 lenses are the only lenses I've ever used when I'm going full frame. The 24 prime, the 16 to 35, and then the Tamron 28 to 75. You're set, that's all you need. It's expensive, but it's so worth having good glass. We have this ND filter. I don't know what brand it is, but I'll make sure to link it below. About this actually. Is it worth having? That was so disappointing. Okay, and the second ND filter I use is just looking at me. The second ND filter I use is the Polar Pro Peter Mckinnon filter, ND filter. It's the, I think, 2 to 5 stops. I get a lot of questions about this. Is it worth having this ND filter over a cheaper one? The answer is yes. It really is that good, and if you're shooting in open daylight a lot, I would actually recommend this one. It actually is that good. So other things that are usually in this case are my monitor. My drone usually goes right here, but I just sold my Mavic Pro, and I'm now getting the Mavic Aiir 2. Just because it's smaller, the battery lasts longer, and 4K 60 is a game changer in the drone industry. So other than that, that's basically it for the gear case, because everything else you've seen is already on the rig right now. Okay, now we're moving on over to stabilization. Same as the last video I had, and I would still highly recommend this. This is the DJI Ronin S. I'm going to set it up right now. Okay, this is what it looks like fully set up. It's really long, it's really big. It has a battery life of, I think, 12 hours, I think. The main reason I use this one is because it's extremely durable and very, very, very good at balancing. So even if you don't balance the actual motors properly, the thing is so dang strong, it just balances it for you essentially. This can rock a 1DX Mark II with a 16 to 35 millimeter lens, no problem. Highly recommend this gimbal. All right, another piece of equipment that I use is a holster. I actually did a video for these guys and I got it for free, which is very nice. But it's a holster that you can put your lenses on your hips. So it's, you see that catch? All right, it's the Fri Designs. This basically holds lenses. Each one of these holds a lens, and it can spin, and this has belt loops, it goes on your belt. It's an expensive piece of equipment, but it's so valuable when you're doing weddings. I've used it for a couple other shoots, not as much because you don't need to when you're not doing a fast-paced thing. But for weddings, I'm swapping lenses between all 3 lenses non-stop during the day. So you literally don't even have time to go to your case or even take off your backpack. I'm literally swapping lenses and putting them on here and flipping around literally like a holster. Highly recommend if you're a wedding videographer. Okay, so now we're gonna get into the stuff that's actually inside of my backpacks, and then we'll get to my backpacks. So I think I'm gonna move the camera again. I changed my mind. We're gonna do the backpacks first, and then we'll move the camera. Okay, so anyone that knows me knows I have a really bad backpack and camera bag problem. I love backpacks and I love camera bags, but I have 2 that are like my go-tos. Probably will never stray from these ever again unless I get a better day pack. But let's start with my travel pack. If you need a backpack and you are traveling like in a plane or traveling anywhere where you need to have all of your gear in one backpack, the Peak Designs travel pack is your pack for sure. I've had a lot of people ask me if I like it more than the Peter Mckinnon backpack, which is pretty much the only competitor to this backpack. I don't know. I've never had the Peter Mckinnon backpack. I've seen lots of reviews on the Peter Mckinnon backpack. I don't think I would like it as much, honestly, but the Peak Designs thing is so dang good. I took a 2-week trip. I spent roughly a week in Germany and then went from Germany straight to Rwanda, Africa, and spent like 8 days, however many days in Rwanda, Africa. And I had to have all of my equipment for video production for like big companies in my backpack. The entire time, everything had to fit in there. Literally everything I've shown you that is actual equipment was in that backpack except the lights, everything. And it all fit in there, and it didn't hurt my back one time when I was carrying stuff all day, every day. So I would highly recommend it. I'm gonna show you what's on the inside of it now. You've got weather guarded zippers. You're gonna take these bad boys and zip them on down. This compartment right here, is it in focus? It's probably not in focus. This compartment right here is gonna be for your laptop, and it can also fit an iPad in there with the laptop. There's a little divider. One bad thing about the Peak Designs backpack, it doesn't come with internals. You have to buy your own internals. So if you're an optimist, then it just actually is a good thing because you can decide exactly how you want it to be set up internally. If you're a pessimist, you need to spend like probably another $100 or $80 to buy the internal cubes, whatever you choose. I like this option. So I've got a small cube right here. This is where I just throw in miscellaneous gear. So you can change this entire orientation of this whole bag. You can change it wherever you want in there. So we'll break that down here in a second. And then in here, I've got a medium-sized cube that's actually clipped in. So that one doesn't ever change, and that could fit a lot of stuff. So that's what I put in there. We'll get to the insides of these in a second, but that's the backpack I use for travel. Best backpack on the market for traveling, unless maybe the Peter Mckinnon. I'm not quite sure yet, but the Peter Mckinnon is like $500, dude. Anyway, all right. Moving on to my day pack. So this one is a little more controversial. This is entirely up to what you prefer. So whatever kind of style and whatever look you want in a pack, you can probably find a better camera bag for you. But for me, this is the one I use. I use the Wandered Duo Day Pack. This is what it looks like. It's super small. It's honestly not too big. The reason I like this pack is because it's like insanely waterproof. Like in the demo video, they have a pressure washer. Pressure washing the backpack. Doesn't get wet on the inside at all. It's small and it's a duo day pack because it doesn't have to be a camera bag. I use this for school. I'm still in university, so I use this for school. I also use it for my day trips and like little day treks and day shoots. If I'm not traveling, I use this pack pretty much primarily. And it's just really durable. Every single zipper on there is weather guarded. You have seatbelt webbing on the sides, so you can like, this one doesn't, that's not funny. You've got, it's just insanely modular. I highly recommend it. The camera goes in the bottom. The inside is, this one actually stand by. It's the most organized backpack out of any backpack I've ever seen. A lot of people say the Peak Designs Everyday Pack is more organized. I personally didn't see that, but it may be for some people. But Great pack, you can't go wrong with it. Okay, we're actually rounding up on the end here, so I'm going to show you guys what is in what I call my survival kit, and every videographer needs to have some form of a survival kit. I just choose to do it very organized. This right here is the Fri Designs tech pouch, I think. So first off, the outside is very sleek, canvas material, zippers are weather guarded, and there's another external pocket right here, so you can have that kind of stuff. You can have a little fanny pack set up, so you can have a little pouch thingy, but the inside is insane. I don't know how I'm gonna show you this. I'll move the camera. All right, so we're gonna break this down. So on the inside of this bad boy, you're gonna zip it open, and look how organized this thing is. Ready for this? Bam. So on this compartment, you have, I've got headphones, I've got adapter, hear me. I've got headphones, adapters, business cards, more adapters for cables. On the inside, I have the Polar Pro SD card holder. You open that bad boy up, one-handed, that's the challenge. It's weather guarded and it's covered in rubber. You can fit 4 SD cards and 4 micro SD cards. So underneath this one I have 4 micros. Is it necessary? No. But does it make you feel good about the small things in life? Yes. These are my favorite hard drives in the market. These are I put that Velcro on there. These are the SanDisk SSD drives. They're insanely fast. And hold on, why is it not focused? Boom. SanDisk SSD drives are insanely fast. USB-C, and they are just, they're incredible. I've got a 1 terabyte one, and I also have a 2 terabyte one. The Velcro on there so it can stick to my computer while I'm traveling on airplanes and stuff and doesn't have to bump around. Everything in here is just super organized. I'm just gonna, I probably cut this because of how long it took. This is just insanely organized in itself, and I'll probably do a video on this separately. So highly recommend. It's a little expensive, but so worth it. Okay, all right. Okay, well, that is pretty much the end of my gear video. Last thing I'm gonna throw in there, Sennheiser PXC 550s, by far my favorite headphones you can buy. And then the last one would be my LG UHD something monitor, highly recommend. And then I have the Jarvis Foley desk. It's a standing desk, you can move it up and down. Like if I wanted to sit down, you can just press that button and it goes down. But I can also press the button here and it goes back up standing. Those are 2 pieces of equipment you really probably don't need to have, but they make my studio way more comfortable and I highly recommend it. That was probably an insanely long video. Thank you guys for watching this. If you have any questions about my gear or gear that you think is better than mine, throw in the comments and I'll definitely respond to all the comments. But yeah, super excited to start making YouTube videos again. I thought this was a great way to start. Let me know if you guys want to see specific tutorials. I'm thinking some sound design stuff, not quite sure yet, but let me know and I'm excited to start doing more YouTube. Thanks so much guys, see ya.